Cool. So we're speaking to Dusty from Between the Buried and Me at the moment. Now, Dusty, you guys have just last year released your new album, and you're about to come out and tour Australia in about less than a month, I think it is.
Yeah.
Are you excited about coming back down? Because I know you guys are veterans. You come out here quite a bit.
Yeah, man, we're always stoked to come there, man. It's nice weather, lots of smiles. It's a good time.
Yeah, the weather's just starting to get better and better, so yeah, I think you're coming down at a pretty good time at the moment. But we've been reading that the whole kind of concept of this tour at the moment, like where you're going around America at the moment and then coming through Australia, is to play the whole album, the Future Sequence, Parallax 2, in full without a single pause. And I'm wondering, like, how difficult has that been to do, and have there been any times where it didn't happen exactly as planned and there was pauses?
I mean, it's a difficult set just because it's like, it's an hour and a half or something like that, and close to it. And there's a tremendous amount of stuff going on, but we prepped a lot before the tour, and when you're playing for 7 weeks, there's going to be at least a show or two where everything isn't as good as it should be. But it's been great, man. It's actually been really fun. I'm kind of not looking forward to the current tour we're on being over because it's been just such a blast, It's been such great shows, and we're just kind of getting into the rhythm of playing really well, So
are you guys still touring around with Coheed? Was that on the most recent tour?
Yeah, we're actually we got like 2 weeks left or something. So we're actually in Kentucky at the moment.
Nice. I've been to Kentucky. I love Kentucky. Because you and Coheed would be pretty much a perfect match, because you go epic songs that always tell stories, and I think they've got you covered for hair though. I think Coheed would be very much covered in the hair department over you guys.
Oh yeah, they definitely got us on hair. Paul's got a lot of hair, but nothing like Claudio. He's got
no. I don't think anybody's got
wonderful, healthy mane.
I'd love to stroke it one day. I really would. I think it would be a glorious little thing. Well, when it's a little thing, it looks. Anyway, we'll move past that. Now, one of the most exciting things I've seen you bring out recently is the I think it was a pre-order for the new album. Was you guys had a spacesuit as a part of your merchandise? Now, whose idea was it to have a spacesuit? I'm thinking it might have been Tommy.
No, honestly, I think it might have been Dan. I can't really recall, but we just thought it would be awesome, man. And a lot of the shows, people show up wearing them, so it's super awesome, man. When you're playing and you see some guy just roll over the top of the barricade in a spacesuit, it just kind of makes the show even better. You know what I mean?
Has anyone ever gone the full helmet get up and really put in some effort?
Oh yeah, Jamie King, our producer, actually, he's come to 2 shows now wearing the suit and the helmet. So it's been pretty awesome.
No, it's funny you should bring up Jamie King, because we were doing our backstory and our research and things like that. We've realized that Between the Buried and Me are pretty much putting Jamie King's kids through college. And I'm wondering why, like, is there a particular reason why you keep coming back to Jamie? I mean, besides you guys, I mean, he's done stuff like The Human, Abstract, and Kill Whitney Dead, but it's pretty much, as far as I remember, it's every Between the Buried and Me album he's come back for.
Yeah, we love working with him, and he's probably the, most musically smart guy we've ever met in our life, and we just have a blast with him. He brings out the best in each one of you, as far as performance goes and all that stuff. He's like a part of our band, man. We've all known him and worked with him literally since I was 15 years old. So, I mean, he's just a part of our family, and he gets it. I'll just say this, there's nothing that we've ever done that was too weird that he just didn't understand, like the more weird, the better, and he'll just encourage you to do the most weird stuff ever, and it always ends up coming out perfectly,
Yeah. Well, on the last, on your EP, Parallax Hypersleep Dialogues, you brought in David Bottrell, who is most famous for doing Tool and Muse and Mudvayne and Dream Theater. I could go on for about 10 years. The man's done it all. Is there a reason why you decided to bring in another producer? I know that Daniel was still a part of that with mixing and mastering and all that jazz, but David was the main on the production side of it.
I'm, to be completely honest, I don't really remember the reason for using David. I think it was just to do something different. He has done a lot of really good records, and we just figured it'd be really like a really cool thing and just to work with. I mean, he's done some really, really key records,
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
So I mean, it was very cool. He's a very nice guy, and it was a cool experience. But we can't stray too far from Jamie, because he's our guy, and he's just like I said, man. He's a part of us. It doesn't feel natural to not have him involved with us.
No, that's fair enough. With the Hypersleep dialogue, I read a quote once that I thought was very, very apt for Between the Buried and Me. It was from someone like Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth or something like that, where he was saying, only Between the Buried and Me can release a 3-track EP that goes for 30 minutes and you love every second of it. And I thought it was a really interesting point that a lot of Between the Buried and Me songs, I mean, the personal favorite of mine would be White Walls, is like 14 minutes long. How does the song get to be 14 minutes long, I guess is the question. Because, I think the average song is between, 3.5 to 4 minutes maybe. Like, is it just a natural progression, or is it kind of a flow, or how does it kind of get to that point?
Man, honestly, we just have so many ideas, and once we start working on something, it just keeps going and going until we're satisfied. And, it just so happens that most of the time it's after 10 minutes when we're to that point, because we just have so much to say in a song, and it's really difficult sometimes to actually fit it all in,
Yeah,
they end up being pretty long. But a lot of progressive music is like that,
Yeah.
But I mean, I just think it's just become a part of our band,
And it's a part we all love.
And we're lucky. Much. Yeah, I mean, we're lucky enough to be a band that can do exactly what we want to do, and our fans, the more weird we are, the more they like it, and that's really a blessing to us,
and that's
because
the whole do what you want to do.
There's bands out there that. Yeah, I mean, there's bands out there that are awesome, and they change, and they mature into something that I think is awesome, and then a lot of people aren't into it, which is sad. The fact that we have freedom to pretty much develop into whatever we want and still have our fan support is just, I mean, we can't even put into words how amazing that is.
Yeah, and being able to do whatever you want. You just don't get bands that come out and each tour they just whip out the whole album back to front. You get bands.
Because I think at this point, people are just kind of like, oh shit, what are they going to do now? You know what I mean?
Which I think is an amazing position to be in.
Yeah, it's definitely very, very cool.
Now, we won't hold you up for too much longer there, Dusty, but on your last album too, I was reading over the guest musicians, and you've got interesting. You've got some bass clarinet in there, some violins and tuba, and then you also have a special guest appearance from Maddox Styles, which he performs alien noises. We want to know: is there a future in their career for alien noises in the future?
Hey man, you never know.
And is it going to be on the next, here's an exclusive I think we're looking for, is on the next Between the Buried and Me release, will there be more future alien noises?
There's really no telling, man. There's probably, I can pretty much guarantee there'll be some kind of weird shit going on.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know if it'll be aliens or farm animals or,
Oh, God, I want
whatever.
farm animals.
Yeah, if there's farm animals, I will buy every pre-order you guys have. So please. Brilliant. All right, James, sorry. Dusty, thanks very much for joining us today on AMN Radio. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys giving me a ring. Nice to talk to you.
Sorry for interrupting you during your shoe shopping.
Oh, no, man. It's completed. You are a part of the process.
We feel good. When you come down on tour, we'll look for the shoes and make sure we get a special mention.
Yeah, all right. Let's go.
Cool, man.
Hey, guys. This is Dusty from Between the Buried and Me. You're listening to AMN Radio.